Hi badminton fans, welcome to the channel, welcome to Badminton Racket Review. Great to have you tuning in today and great to be doing another review. And we have with us an Adidas Spieler A091. So this is part of Adidas's 2019 racket range. They've got a new range out now which supersedes their previous ranges that we've tested, and I have to say so far the rackets have tested a lot better and feel like a lot better, higher quality, more resilient rackets than the initial range that we tested. So we will do what we normally do. We will go through the racket specifications according to manufacturer and compare them to our own racket E-zone test results. Let's start with the balance. This is an even balanced racket, not head light, not head heavy, evenly balanced, and the racket E-zone testing shows this racket to be slightly bearing towards the head. So our test shows that it's actually 306mm, which means we've got a weight bearing in this direction. Now it also tells us that the flexibility is medium flex, medium flex, so halfway between flexible and stiff. So this is the shaft stiffness, although we're starting to find with stiffness tests, if you're a current E-zone member, and we get emails about this all the time, most manufacturers measure stiffness from this point here to that point there, and then you're basically flexing the entire thing, and the racket head also flexes. We're not doing that. We are isolating the racket from this point to this point and flexing the shaft in our shaft test, and that is obviously going to create different results. So when we say the shaft stiffness, we specifically literally mean shaft stiffness. In any case, this says it's a medium flex racket. The Badminton Racket E-zone shows it as a flexible shaft. This is a flexible shaft, and I have to say, playing with it, I would say, having used it and tried it and tested it for the E-zone members only video, I would agree that this is quite a flexible shaft. Now the weight of this racket is 84 plus or minus 2 grams. The Badminton Racket E-zone weight test shows it to be a 88.8 gram racket, and that of course is with the Yonex BG65 strings and the grip supplied by Adidas. Maximum string tension is at 28 pounds, 12 kilograms, and the grip size is G5, and it is made in China. And that's it. I don't have any other information in respect of the manufacturing process, materials, and so on and so forth. Okay, so down to price and availability. Firstly, we'll start with availability. The availability of these rackets will be probably in the UK and Europe from August onwards this year. That's when Adidas intend to launch them or give them a proper push within the UK and Europe. There is a website called Badminton HQ looking to open this summer, probably in conjunction with when Adidas are ready to launch these rackets. The range is from the Spieler around £45 right up to I think it was 160, just double checking, no sorry, 185 for the Wucht P8. So any other information you get, in actual fact, if I just go through the list I have in front of me here, the Wucht P8 £185, the Wucht WCHT P1 £80, Calcal A5 £110, Ubershell F1 £80, and the Spieler A091 at £45, available from August onwards. Now in terms of design, I actually quite like this design. It's simplistic. I think it's in keeping with Adidas's overall design ethos, not just within badminton but within their general range. It's a sort of black matte background with streaks of red running across it, and all of the range now have the 3 Adidas stripes at the top. So I think this is better than the Calcal, was the last one we tested. Yeah, Calcal, that was pretty basic. This is a lot better in terms of design, but take a look for yourself at these close-up images and let us know what you think. Okay, specifications are done. Let's go to the E-zone. Okay, so before we start our E-zone testing, what do you need to know about how we test our rackets? Well, first of all, we use the same shuttles, the Yonex AS30s on all tests. We re-string all of the rackets with Yonex BG65 at 25 pounds tension, and it's the same player taking all of the shots. Right, now you have some basic understanding of how we test. Let's move on to the smash test. The smash shot that you're seeing here, and for all of the rackets we've tested within Badminton Racket Reviews E-zone, we take generally 6 shots. We take the 2 highest racket shuttle speeds, and we average those to give us a overall speed. If those two readings are not within a certain percentage of each other, we then retake the entire test. This shot measures the shuttle speed coming off the racket head, and also if you go across to the E-zone, you'll see a picture similar to the one you're looking at on the screen now, which accompanies every single racket within the E-zone. So that's nearly 650 or more rackets, with this kind of smash JPEG showing you the racket head speed, the shuttle speed, the distance, and the approximate repulsion of the racket. Okay, let's go and do a E-zone maneuver test. Let's test the speed and acceleration of the racket. The maneuver shots was designed to tell us about the racket's acceleration abilities, its ability to shift from one direction to the other or shift quickly from nothing to full speed. It also tests the racket's aerodynamics. In this test, the player is sitting still with the racket, and once the shuttle is fired, we measure the shuttle speed to ensure we have consistency within the tests, so it's coming at the same speed all the time, or roughly the same speed as much as we can control anyway. And then the player reacts once the shuttle is fired to hit the shuttle, and we are measuring the head speed of the racket during that test. Okay, now we want to see how good this racket is at controlling the shuttlecock. Let's go across to the E-zone control test. The control test is a simplistic test. We've thought many times if there was any other better way of creating a test where we are focusing on the control of the racket and able to score it, and we so far haven't come up with anything better. So this control test is essentially a test where we have 14 shots taken. You're not seeing all the shots on the control video. We generally film half or less of the shots taken. The green bucket here scores maximum, the grey scores slightly less, and anything in the net or out scores nothing at all. So what do we think of this Adidas racket to play with? Well, similarly to the Calcul, which kind of was okay at most things, this you know, and this further extenuates our point about the head heaviness. What we did find is when you're driving with this racket, you do get a really good drive off it, and you do kind of feel like the head plays a part because the weight is slightly more towards the head. It does play a part in that, and because there's some flex in this shaft, you are kind of getting that slingshot effect when you're playing with it. Also, it does have a good ability to smash and very good smash potential. In all other areas, it's not bad at all, and if it comes in at the prices that we expect it to come in, anything sort of up to £80, it actually represents pretty good value for money, and I would say it's worth a try. What you should not expect is it to feel like it's very fast in the air or that it's particularly light to use. If you want a more detailed review on this racket, you need to go to the E-Zone. If you're not familiar with the E-Zone by now, after I'm finished my ending of this video, there will be a video regarding the E-Zone and what it's all about, and that will give you a better idea. For you all who are familiar with the E-Zone, go to the E-Zone for a much more detailed video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you some idea or some information that could be helpful in your process of deciding on a racket. I have to say thank you for all of the support, the emails, the messages, the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you know, and one thing I do want to point out is that we really do value what your experiences are with rackets. So if you're an E-Zone member, do leave a review on the E-Zone for other members to see what you thought of the racket. You know, we're not here saying we know everything and what we know is all that counts. You know, it's collectively speaking, we can create such a vast amount of information on rackets that it will be helpful to all badminton users across the world. But thank you so much for all the support. Please do press the like button, please do share. Stay tuned for more videos to come.